Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, Midday Money on a Money Monday, the 19th of June. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing well today. Lex Fab, ring the bell here. Winner Free Picks, Picks and Parlays YouTube channel, Sean Higgs YouTube channel, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. Maybe you're a podcast listener. Maybe you already listened to the show because we did a 2-hour look ahead line last night. A lot of talk. So if you're on the podcasts or listening to the podcast after the fact, I appreciate it. But be sure to check in one day. You know, we are live twice a day. I try to respond to all the comments, good, bad, and different. I appreciate everybody listening. I know it's baseball. People only love betting baseball. I understand. And I'm not a golf guy or a tennis or soccer kind of better. I'm sure when football season starts, which is really just a month and a half away with the Hall of Fame game, the Jets leading off things there, there'll be a lot of people. But for now, I understand it's kind of quiet time baseball. Twitter picks are posted in the chat. We will post them. Haven't changed since last night. So, you know, they say you need like 30 seconds on a show to get considered a view. And usually I roll in with the free picks like now, about a minute and 40 seconds into the show. We'll do a recap from yesterday. How do we do in the video yesterday? I believe we were, what do we go, 4-1 in the video yesterday, I think. I don't remember. It's like, you know, you do the show the night before. Yeah, I do the look at lunch. I totally forget how we do. But winning day, either way, 147, 174. We're still down $12 here. We'll be all right. Last year we were up 3,200. So I'm not concerned. The dogs will come. The plus monies will cash. Losing record, sure. That doesn't make a difference. We'll still be up. Today's picks. As I mentioned, if you watch Look at Line show, or if you listened last night, thank you for that. The picks have not changed. And we'll talk about all the games. It's only a handful. The Nats under, again, last night's lines, these could have moved. We'll have the Nats and Redbird under 9.5. Marlins plus 135, a home puppy. And the Reds on a run line plus 120. And we'll go back to front with the Reds. We start there. As I said, 8 straight. Rockies have dropped 5 in a row. I get it. The Reds are off a road sweep. You beat Houston, fool themselves. Bad spot. We had a guy come in and I said, oh, the public's all over Cincy. I mean, I don't know what public's betting at, 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night. Usually that's not the public betting. I don't concern myself much with that now because with sports betting being legalized, people are going to bet their favorite teams. There'll be a lot of bets. There'll be a lot of bets on teams. Can't, try to get a good number. If I'm on a public dog, so be it. I mean, NFL, there's what? You got a Thursday night game, Sunday night game, Monday night game. You might be on a public dog. You got a handful of games. It happens. It happens. Does the public win all the time? No. Do they lose all the time? No. In a spot like this, 8 up versus 5 down for the other side, I'm going to tend to go with the home team who's playing really good ball right now. The Marlins. This was a point in contender last night in the show. We guess, you got to take Toronto here. Marlins road trip. And yeah, back off. I don't like back off road trip teams. I get it. In Miami's case, it's a short trip. They're coming from Washington down, a 2-hour flight. You've won 4 in a row. Now, the caveat being it's a bullpen game. I don't like that. Yes, Barrios has pitched better. But they also blew a 6-run lead yesterday. They've dropped 2 straight to Texas. I mean, good teams aren't winning 2, losing 2, win 1, lose 1, win, lose, win, lose. I can't just lay a 165 or a 160, whatever it is now with Barrios. And the Nats under. Flannery's pitched better. I'm high on Gray. Him, Gore. I think the Nats are a decent young team. Total-wise, offensively, they need some help. And the Cardinals, a bad club. I don't like going unders with bad clubs, right? They're going to make mistakes. But that being said, here 9.5, just maybe it's too easy. 9.5. It looks way too easy to me. I don't mind. I'm taking the 9.5 under. I just don't see a bunch of runs going on in this one. Into the comments we go. Michael's here, our favorite San Francisco Giant fan, and a tough. I'm sure we'll talk about this game, Mike. But good morning. Your Giants 7 in a row. Sweep of the Dodgers. Here comes Padres. Walker's pitching pretty good. Giants are putting up a ton of runs. Nick's hitting the like button, telling everybody else, hit the like button. Why wouldn't you hit the like button? It's not that difficult. It costs you nothing. Desmond says, good morning, sports gambling degenerate. Listen, Des, if you're a degenerate, I'm trying to change your ways here, right? We don't bet, hey, it's the last game on the board. We're going to bet it. It's the first game. It's a day game. It's a TV game. Get that out of here. We're trying to get you out of that mentality. All right, Desmond. Mr. Vegas. Tom, good morning. I'd rather bet MLB than soccer. I would too, and I do. And I don't. Listen, Tom, you could find a lot of sports betting channels nowadays. And people might find me new and be like, oh, who's this guy? He says he bets, but he doesn't bet soccer or tennis or MMA. I don't do it. Don't do soccer, tennis, CFL. It's just not that. Baseball, NFL, college football, college hoops, some NBA, little hockey. That's it. I must. Am I missing out? Possibly. Golf? Maybe. I don't like golf. Never like golf. Mr. Hill's in chat. Reds run line on the over. I mean, I'm on you with the red run line. I got it here. The total's 10. You have a Rockies team that was just demolished by Atlanta. The Reds are hitting. It's the Great American Ballpark. You think there'd be some runs? I don't hate it. I'm with you on the Marlins. Oh, keep me for the yard. This is what happens when you do 2-hour shows when they're supposed to be 25 minutes late at night. With you on the Marlins. The Diamondback game is so tricky, Kelly and Burns. I don't know, but someone brought up yesterday, and I was like, I don't know about the total. I'm leaning towards more of an under here. Definitely, I think a Nerfy could be in play for those interested in that. I don't know what the odds are. I didn't look at the Nerfy line. But side-wise, it's a little tricky. That was the game I said absolutely no to. I have zero opinion on. And the Mets in Houston is another one. Like, I really don't want anything to do with. Scherzer's been bad on the road. And then Stros have lost, 4 in a row? Michael B. Here we go. Michael's baseball today. All right, Twinkies. You like the Twinkies today over the Sox. And I get it. Double dip, Sunday night, travel, Yankee series. Why wouldn't you take the Twinkies here as a little fave? On the flip side of that, you got the Sox have won 4 in a row. Big Maple, Paxton's pitched pretty good. How about, I got to give shout out to my guy, Pounded Sports at Cards, Anthony. How about a Paxton K's over 6.5 prop? I think he's had like 9, 8, and 8 the last couple starts. And his props have gone from 5.5 up to like 7.5. So 6.5 here. We saw Minnesota stymied by the Tigers. So a 6.5 strikeout prop I'm interested in. And I'm not going to lie. I thought, I said it last night. I'll say it this morning. I kind of want to bet Boston. I know it's a bad spot. I can't bet it. The elements, whatever you want to say, the doubleheader, Sunday night, Yankees, everything points to a bad spot. But it's a bad spot. It's not like Minnesota's tearing it up. They're a 500 club. If Minnesota was a dog here, I'd be like, absolutely, give me that. That's a good spot. Laying, I'm not loving it. How about a run line? If you think the Twins are going to win, and Miami and the Sox fall flat, why wouldn't it be like a 5-2 kind of game? Reds run line out, the only way to go. I mean, how are the Reds laid up? 170? Yeesh. Over 10, I think everybody will be on. Miami, I'm with you on. Stros first 5. The Stros, I'm not getting involved in that game. D-backs the same thing. Tigers run like we're fading our guy here, Jordan Lyles, right? 0-11, 0-14 on a season. Well, Kansas City. Kansas City's I think Kansas City is worse than Oakland. Forget record wise. Kansas City's worse because they got some young talent like Bobby Witt's supposed to be a big stud. Vinny P's a young, pretty good guy. Brady Singer. Young players are supposed to be good this year. I'm saying they're worse. They're worse than Oaktown. Small play on San Fran. I know you're gonna go San Fran. Why would you? 7 straight wins for them. They're raking. What they have 9 runs a game versus the Dodgers. I mean, they are scoring runs a plenty. Now, is it a bad spot off the Dodger sweep? Absolutely. Are the Padres starting to play a little better? Nah, absolutely. Well, Walker's been our best pitcher. I can't get involved. I can't get in too many variables for me. Reds team total over. What is the team total? 5.5? What do we got for the team total? I don't have them all in front of me. Excuse me, there. A little cough. Let me clear my throat. Last night, Bill. Hold on a second. My throat was so dry from talking last night. What do you say here? Reds run line, yes. Mets first 5 over. How are we getting involved in this Met mess? The New York mess. I cannot condone the Mets play. The Nats, I could say all right to. I mean, they're home, a little dog, great, solid, and the Cardinals are sitting in last place, 15 games under 500, whatever the heck they are. What's their road record? 16-22. Yeah, I don't hate it. Give me the under though. I don't want a lot of runs here. Tom Lee's Reds plus money yesterday. Big shout out to Craig. Craig had a Reds yesterday. I think we had the Reds here as myself. I'll be going on with. I thought I was supposed to do a show with Craig the other day. Right? No way. Who came in yesterday? I wonder if he's going to come in. Our guy Jacob came in yesterday. No way. No way. Houston sweeps or the Reds. The Reds sweep Houston or San Fran gets swept or sweeps Dodgers. Team money. Here we go. Hope you had a good Father's Day. I did. I had a good one. It was a nice little night. I'm waiting for you. I thought for sure you'd be in here talking about how the Suns are going to win the championship next year with Bradley Beal. Bring in another injured guy. Excellent. Another guy. Can't stay healthy. Still 0 bench. I love it. Under Suns props all season long. No way. Win total. Fade the Suns, baby. Fade the Suns. Add the Reds are averaging 5.8 runs per game. What is the run line today, though? It's one thing games, what they're averaging per game. What's the run line here versus a bad Rockies team? And is it 5.5, 140? I don't want to lay 140. I mean, should they score 6 or 7 runs today? Colorado's been bad. Reds have been red hot, literally and name-wise. I mean, you win 8 in a row, you're doing something right. Michael, I may look for some Ribby props there. Conforto, Conforto. Mateo Ribby, he's a rookie star. Yeah. He's supposed to be pretty good. But that's a tough, when I do, and I haven't put Ruby props up a lot, I just haven't been studying with my mom and stuff. So I haven't really added them in a while. I did a couple for myself. I think I've gone like 5-2 personally. But when I do Ruby prop, I'm going to games where I think there's going to be a bunch of runs. And as much as the Giants have been hitting, and I know they hit righty as well, you look at the lineup, I'm like, you've heard me say this before, Michael. I'm like, who the heck are these guys? Right? It's like kind of like a lineup, like, who, what? But yet here they are in second place. I feel like, and again, I let my bias come into it. I think you've got 7 in a row, Dodger sweep, Walker's pitched well. I could see it kind of being like a kind of a flat spot for them. Not that they don't win; they can win this 4-2, and you get these Ruby props. But I'd move to something like a what game here? I think should probably have a bunch of runs. You know what? I can't even say which one. I mean, besides Colorado and Cincinnati, maybe the Mets game has some runs in it. Like that's I could see your game here being like a low scoring game. No, I mean the Padres don't score at all, and they're getting good pitching right now. I get it though. 2-1. You like it. Rangers team total or the 1.5. Do we have a? I looked earlier because I was like, I would take the Rangers here, right? Obviously, they're. I saw odds that they were like -$2. So run line plus 130. Do we have a start? Is it Clevy today? Who's pitching for the Sox? I mean, I'd go run line. Let's be honest. I mean, plus 130, sure. A team total. What are we at here? 5.5. The White Sox. Forget about letting a guy strike out 60. I had the over yesterday. I thought Lynn's gonna get runs. He strikes out 16 cats, gives up a run. You're losing 3-1, and the bullpen comes in and even makes it worse. Like instead of losing the game 2-1, like it probably should have been. All right, we lose 2-1. My guy pitches again, a gem, and their guy pitches pretty good. Right, 6 Ks for the rookie. But then the bullpen comes in, makes it even worse, 5-1. I mean, just a deflating loss. Where'd they go on this road trip? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-4. 8-4 over the Dodgers with Kershaw. 4-3. Giolito win. I mean, even this is going back. Look at these all losing to Miami. 2 out of 3 at home. Again, run line. I would do. You know what? Do both. I like the Rangers to win here. Who's is it? Is it Clevy? Are we have an official? Rangers run line and team total. Why can't this go? Do some Simeon, Seager, Heim, Young, Garcia, Duran, Ribby props. I'm all for it, Abdi. Yes, I had the Sox team total over 4.5 game 1, under game 2. Red Sox, Phillies, All right, is this today? So Sox game, the Yanks are bad. I mean, again, 2-hour show last night. I probably spent a half hour on the Yankee lineup, how it's pathetic, but how Boone should get some credit for actually having them staying afloat between the patchwork rotation in this terrible hitting lineup. So Phillies, Red Sox, Jays, Braves. Yes, I had Red Sox team total of 4.5 games 1 and 2. Game 1 and under in game 2. Red Sox, Phillies, Jays, Braves, and over and Car. All right, so you got the Red Sox today, I guess, as a doggy. Are the Phillies playing today? Phillies aren't playing today. I guess yesterday you had the Phillies. They eked it out. I mean, again, Phils. I don't want to lay. What were they laying? 230. Definitely not laying 230 with the Phillies yesterday. Jays loser, Braves winner. Over Cards, Moon, Padres. Oh, all right. So I should just skip to the end here where you go 9-3 because I'm confused of what you have here. So 9-3 day, excellent. Francisco's in the house, my fella. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Maurice, Red Sox coming off Sunday night doubleheader. I think so. I mean, I want to take them because it's plus money and they've won 4 in a row. And Minnesota, I don't think is a good team. I mean, this is a joke team in first place. But doubleheader, Sunday night, Yankees, travel. I couldn't even put in here as plus money as in a video. I do like the Sox. I want to do how about a Paxton over strikeout 6.5, Maurice? And again, that's from my guy Pound It. Trevor. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Why do you got to come in here talking crazy like this? Steve's in the house. What do you got here? Blue Jays team total over 4.5 minus 115. See, I like the Marlins, so I don't like the 4 unless it's a total slugfest. I'm against you there, obviously. Reds, of course. In the run line, when I say of course, gotta be run line. I don't want to lay 170 here. Goldie over bases. I think Goldie's been, I don't say slacking a bit, but he's definitely not what he. I mean, he was hitting like I expect him to hit like 330 for the year. How's he been his last couple games? Let's do a thing. So total bases minus 120. He had 2, 5, 0, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 0, 0. So he's cashed just 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not bad at 120, and you're on a 60% run. I can't really come in and say no. What's his numbers versus Goldie versus him? He's batting 200, so he's 2 for 5. I mean, I like the under. So is he going to get 2 hits? I don't think he's going 2 for 4. Is he hitting a homer? How's Gray at home? Does he give up a bunch of homers? Because it looks nice and easy. Oh, all the guys need to do is get 2 hits. The problem is the Cardinals as a team aren't getting a lot of hits. That's why they're in last place. Homers at home. 5 homers, 26 innings. So he's giving up a homer a game. Is that guy who's hitting a homer? I mean, honestly, I don't think the Goldie's worth it. Here, obviously, the favorite play for me would be your Reds run line because I have it. I have Reds run line, but I'm against the. I mean, if Blue Jays score 5, I'm in trouble with my dog play here on Miami. Tim, good morning, Tennessee. Here we go. We got some college baseball. Let me write down college baseball in case we have somebody come in looking for some college baseball. Or because Davis will come in and put in every favorite. So Tennessee minus a run and a half plus 110. LSU money line plus 135. Thank you, Mr. Tim. It's in Omaha. I got it. I know where they're playing. Little Nebraska. David, hit the like button as soon as I get on the show. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. How much? I mean, I enjoy the comments, right? That's what makes the show goes. Comment section. I give the picks, and then let's go and chat. And there are views. I do see the view thing, but I mean, if you're not gonna comment, like, give it a thumb up. I don't give it a thumb down if it's like, oh man, this guy's lost 3 in a row. I don't, come on, get it right. But it doesn't. You come in, hit the button. Miz, Washington under. I'm with you. Mini under. I do like the mini under as well. I do like it. San Fran over 8.5. I mean, that is a tough one, right? Because it's tough to say Waka's been the best pitcher on the Padres. He's got what, 270 ERA or something like that. I mean, he's pitched really well. That being said, the Giants are like a juggernaut right now. It's like Kent, JT Snow, Bonds, all in the lineup again. Who knows? Robbie Thompson, Matt Williams, back in the day, Will Clark, Jeffrey Leonard style. Chris Tatum, Mr. Pine Bluff's in house. Good to see you. Francisco, who do you like? Rangers and the Sox game. Any opinion? It would be Rangers run line. Rangers team. I think the Sox are at a point. I think they're gonna be looking to break up the bunch, break up the band. It's Texas or nothing. I mean, I can't bet on a underachieving Sox team. Again, who's pitching today? Is it Clevy? Tom says soccer's probably the worst sport to watch, let alone bet on. I can't do soccer. I can't. Tennis, golf, soccer. I mean, I make jokes like WNBA, MMA, or UCF, whatever else it's called, UFC. It's just not. I'm not gonna come in and pretend. I don't watch it. I don't read about it. Like, I can't get into it. I can't. I don't mind. There's other people who can do it. If I lose a viewer, so be it. Michael, San Fran are really good in these bullpen games. I'm not going to act like the Padres don't have a slight pitching edge. They do have the starting pitcher edge. Bad spot. Homestand, big series Rays, not the best spot for them either. No, it's not. But as much as it's beating Tampa is one thing, now you got San Fran. And you're looking up at San Fran, and you're looking up at LA, and you're looking up at Arizona. This is a big series for them. Where let's be honest, San Fran, it's all about LA. And the bullpen games have been good for you guys. Brebbia comes in, it's pretty solid. They do their job. I don't know. Again, I'm not. You could do anything you want here. I'm not invested. I'm pulling for everybody when I don't have the game. J Rock coming in with the 4th race, Finger Lakes, number 2, mandatory payout 10-1. Let's go back to back. J Rock is pretty good with his ponies, folks. He wins, and it's not like he's putting out the 2-1 fave here. He gives you a little plus money, guys, and they come in, these horses. Groover says all the kids are getting crushed. On Solar. Give me the Blue Jays first 5. I don't hate the Blue Jays' first five here. What are you laying here? My problem is I got to lay 165 with a team that you just blew a 6-0 lead. You're up 6-0. You're blowing games like that. That's not a team I want to lay 160 with. I don't care how good Brios was pitched the last 2 months. I got Miami who's finding ways to win. They're what 8-2, 7-3 the last 10. They won 4 in a row. Yeah. Hey, just swept the Nationals. Fly back feeling good about yourselves. And here come the Blue Jays. 39-34, 20-21 on the road. Laying a 160. Paxton over Ks. I mentioned it 3 times already. And Panic Sports, I told you, his play, we looked it up. He looked it up, and I looked at the numbers. Looks good, Paxton. Twins can hit a broadside. The Twins team just lost 3 out of 4 to Detroit. All right, that's all you need to know about their hitting. And that's what Gray, a guy with like a 2 ERA, and I'm going to run down the Twins pitchers ERA, who just all lost to the Detroit Tigers. Sonny Gray on the season has a 2.37 ERA. All right, they can't win a game for him. Can't win a game for Sonny Gray. Joe Ryan having a nice little season. 3.30 ERA. He's 7-4. They can't win a game for him. I mean, Bailey Ober. Where's that guy? Barely. I used to joke that he should be called Barely Over. Yeah, he's got a 2.65 ERA in the year. 4-3. 4-3 in 10. Minnesota. What a joke. Talk about wasting 3 solid pitching performances. Seasons, not even performances. Can't hit a lick. J-Rock. I'm just glad people keep backing the Yankees so I can bet against them. No way they lose both doubleheaders. I mean, seriously. Clark Schmidt in game 1 and Sevy, who is up and down as anybody, versus Bello, who might be the Red Sox best pitcher. And tomorrow we'll have a Cole sighting on the hill for the Yanks. Versus Kirby. I said last night, Kirby. Look at this. Cole's only minus 125 tomorrow. That's all you need to know about the Yanks. Minus 125. Wow. 125 with Cole tomorrow. As much as I don't want to take the Yankees tomorrow, how am I not going to take Cole at a 125 or a run line? Jeez. They're begging to take the Yankees. Seattle. Yeah, Trevor, I'm tired. It was late night last night, man. I was at the show. By the time I loaded up and go to bed, it's like 2 in the morning. After I do the shows, I'll sit, I'll load it up on the sites, and then I just sit for about a half hour. I try to get away from the screens, rest my eyes a little bit. So I'll just lay on the couch for a little bit before I go to bed. It was a long day yesterday, man. Get up early, shower, then hit a baseball game. We get to the game at 5:00 for our bobbleheads. Come back here, do a 2-hour show. It's 2 in, getting up at 6 a.m. I like the D-back saying, Tom, I can't. This is the one game I absolutely 100% do not want to bet on. I like Merrill Kelly. Burns, I'm a little iffy on. This spot here, no thank you. And the second game would be the Mets and Houston. Everything else I could come out and think of a side or a total for you. Those 2 games, zero interesting. The other, I could bet all these other games today. What are they, 10, 11 games? I could bet 10 of the 12 or whatever they are. Jarek says Boston money line bad spot, true, but Minnesota's so mid they can do it. I agree with that, but I'm just not pulling the trigger. I should, because the Twins are not a good team. Even at plus money, which is odd because on a Saturday or a Sunday or Tuesday, whenever, if I'm getting plus money, I don't mind. I'm like, well, if I take a loss, it's plus money. Something just tells me today that I shouldn't play it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just talking myself into it, because last night I was like, well, I'm probably going to take Boston, off a winning day. We have money in our pockets. Let's fire away. But again, I don't like the spot that much. I don't like it that much. I can't do it. Captain Bryson asks, good day. Played red team total over 5 minus 122. I like it. 5.5 is plus money. Wow. I mean, I guess it's plus money. They're coming off of a road trip. You just swept Houston. They're probably thinking a little, they get home, they got their kids, their wives. It's, hey, Father's Day was yesterday. Yay, good to see you. You're back, and now you got to go back to the stadium. I could see it. I could see them losing. Now, I do have the Reds run line. Should they lose a team that's dropped 5 in a row? No, Colorado's terrible. I mean, 10 games under 500 on the road or whatever heck they are. Groovy, J-Rock. I got you tomorrow with some horses at FanDuel Fairmount. Can make a phone call. There we go. We love the horse. I got to start looking at betting the horses here, Groovy, because I know you're hitting them. Or J-Rock's been hitting them. Miz Toronto lost 4 years in a row. I mean, and people want to run LA 160. I had the guy in here last night tell me, oh, yeah, it's a good number. A good number on a team that's playing 500 ball the last couple weeks up and down. I can't do it. I can't do it. Boston bats are coming alive. Yes, they are. I mean, but also, the Yankee pitching is bad. Look at the Yankee pitching staff. The big conversation last night, who goes first, Boone or Showalter? Who's worse? Yeah, I got to give Boone credit, believe it or not. Rodon, Montes haven't smelt the grass this year, right? Montes out for the year. Sevy was hurt. Cortez is hurt. Louis Gill's hurt. I mean, this team, that's just the pitching staff. The starters. And then you throw into the lineup that hasn't hit injuries. I mean, Boston should hit them. Boston has some young talent there. Michael, I know we don't agree on the Sox Twins game, but these spots have worked out. I agree. Again, if the Twins were laying 140, I wish not laying 140. It's that. I'm sorry. The Twins are laying 150 right now. The Twins are 150 faves. You can get 125, 130 on. Well, what do we got here? I see basically 120, 125. How terrible is this? Well, I'm seeing actually like some 130s out there, 140s. See, now I'm torn here because I like the 125, but part of me wants to say I'll do a 150 run line on Minnesota. I like the Pirates plus money. The Pirates. Tom, how are you going to bet on? They've lost 7 in a row. 7 in a row? I mean, what are we? They're 2-11 in their last 13. That's the team you want to bet on? At plus money? Listen, I mean, if you want to take a plus money team, why wouldn't you take the Red Sox at plus? At least they've won 4 in a row. That might be a bad spot. They've won 4 in a row under plus money. We're taking a team that's dropped 11 to 13 and 7 straight. Oof. Oh. I don't want to get the pen out for that, but that we'll talk about this one tomorrow. I'm bringing it up tomorrow anyway because it's because I had the Cubs at minus 118. Nick, today I'm on the under Rockies. See, I think everybody's running for that over based on it's the Rockies and the way the Reds playing. That's it. It was 10. It's gone up. I mean, I can see the Reds offense not really coming out. It's a tough spot for them. They're young, off a sweep, road trip home. The 5 in a row lost Rockies. We're really getting pumped up for this game. Although this kid faced the Rockies his first start, he did good. 5 2/3. I think 1 run. Under Twinkies, yes. Under Marlins, I agree with. Over Royals. The problem with the over Royals game is, can KC score at all? I mean, is Detroit scoring 10 runs? Royals. And Padres Brewers thinking of money line and the Padres Brewers thinking of Stros. Those games are all to me off the board. Pound it. I hate betting on a DH line, a doubleheader line from plus 113 now 145. I agree. I mean, at that point, if you're getting big plus money on Paxton and the Red Sox, I think I had to take it. And I get it. Everybody's going to wake up. Oh, look at this. You're going to turn on whatever channel and be like, you got to fade them, doubleheader, off the Sunday night game. They just played their Yankees. I mean, the Yankees, this isn't 95 to 2010 Yankee Red Sox series where both teams are freaking animals. The Yanks, I mean, I know they went to the ALCS or whatever. What, 5, 6, this team has not really been good in 15 years. It's not the same team. Even the Sox, I mean. But 145, how did it not? Won 4 in a row. The other team's 500. They haven't looked good at all. Team money, I'm on Kazakhstan plus 490. CD Mapu. What is this? Lane Thomas home run prop. Chris Walker home run prop. Reds, I love it. No value on. Now, Reds game has got to be money line. I look like a monster when I am. And I'm a monster anyway. Look at me. I got a giant cantaloupe head. Michael, what do you think here? Royals are going to trade Perez. I mean, what are the Royals doing? Really? I mean, I said this last night. How aren't the Yanks going to roll and say, we'll take Salvi Perez here for you? You know, trade him? What do you want? Like, can the Yanks get a bat? You got 2 catchers who've done nothing. Shortstop's nothing. Third baseman, nothing. Outfielder's nothing. I mean, everybody does. The whole team does nothing. How aren't you making some kind of deal? Let's see if somebody waives somebody so we can get somebody. What is happening here? What is happening here? Suspense is killing me, Groovy Caps. Okay, waiting for the White Sox pitching announcement. If it's Dylan Cease, it can't be Cease. I mean, if you think Dylan, maybe it is Dylan Cease. What's the line? I mean, if you think Dylan Cease is getting a call today, it's got to be Dylan Cease because it was just 200 and now it's down to 125. So it looks like it'll be a Dylan Cease sighting. It was 200 before. It was minus $2. Now I'm seeing a plus 1 or Texas minus 125. Let's see. It's still nothing official, but I'm assuming I'm seeing the 120s coming up here. It'll be a Dylan Cease sighting. Under first 5. Again, I don't know if I could even do that. To me, I'm off. No, thank you. Jesse, I know people like to fade the Sunday Night Baseball team. Bucks play doubleheader tomorrow, but they come in winning. Twins lose series of Tigers. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Tigers. They lost 3 out of 4. And now, why is the line move? I understand. Doubleheader, it's the Yankees. It's Sunday night, and you're traveling. I get everything that says take Minnesota. I don't see the rush of cash coming on Minnesota. Have you watched Minnesota play this year, anybody? 140. I'll take a shot with Boston here. Yeah, New York Mets. That's what they are. Yeah, 29th versus lefties. They're terrible versus lefties. Big Maple. Exactly here. Now it's 125. I'm probably going to play it. Let it keep going up. I'll take a shot. If it loses, whatever. I don't care. I'm not laying there's no way I was laying a 130. Definitely not laying a 150, Mini. Yanks are trash. It is. It's I don't know what they're doing. I said this last night. Bring up Florial, Peraza, whatever. Any kind of young guy. I don't understand what they are doing. I'd rather see a young guy come up here and hit a $180 or 205. Maybe he comes in and gives you a spark. How can you roll out IKF, Jake Bowers, Willie Calhoun, Billy McKinney, Josh Donaldson, a bunch of guys all hitting under 220? Let a young guy go. You think he's going to be okay because you drafted him in the first place. It can't be any worse. How much worse could a guy be? If a guy's hitting 178 and the other guy comes in and hits .89 in 8 at-bats. We gave him 2 games. Oh, he's 0 for 8. We can't let this kid play. McLean hit plus Reds money line minus 106. You're getting the Reds with should win. They're 160 faves or 106. Why wouldn't you, right? Do you think everybody gets a hit? Expecting. If I'm doing that, I think it's a red onslaught, right? Miss says, give it a shot, J-Rock. I think it's all right. My Suns will score 1,000 points and give up 2,000. Suns will win 55, 60 games and lose second round. I'm more interested in Dame joining Jimmy Butler. That'd be interesting. I'm glad you're not coming in here hyping up the Suns, though. Nathan's in the house. Good morning. Some say Rockies Reds a trap. You know, people are going to run to the Reds. It's a good story. I said this last night with it probably on ESPN. Like, look at this. It's Ely De La Cruz. He's beating out ground balls to first base, and they won 7 in a row, and this is their or 8 in a row. You're getting a lot of TV hype. That's why I grabbed the run line last night. If it comes down, I mean, we have our plus money here. I'll take a shot there. Rockies lost 5 straight. I'll repeat it. I don't care. You've heard it since day 1 of the season. Betting on teams on losing streaks, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'll give me the win streak team, whether it's run line, plus money now with the Boston line moving up. Hello, I'm gonna grab Boston today. 120. You give me 130 with a team who's won 4 straight versus a team that is a middling group and can't hit lefties. Sure. Nathan, Tennessee, Stanford. I like Stanford, but Timmy Earl likes Tenny. Yes. I think Stanford's going to be banned in football this year. Pan Sports. Suns are 3 guys on crutches. I mean, yeah. Beal 4 years ago, and this is what you get for him. Unbelievable. The NBA, what a joke. Bill, Red team totals 5.5 minus 113, over 6.5 plus 1. I don't like that 6.5, believe it or not. I mean, I go over 5.5 with you. Why do I think this game's not going to get over the total for whatever reason? I don't know. Call me crazy. Because you see a team like Colorado, they dropped 5 in a row. The pitching looks bad. And the Reds are playing really well. Everybody thinks we come in here. Oh, they're playing the Rockies. This game's going to be 9-3, no doubter. I could see this game being like 3-0 somebody. I could see an under here, believe it or not. Everybody's running and bet the over. Mike, I bet the Giants will be probably because I know who's hitting well, and at these odds I like it. I agree. I mean, come on, plus $2, and the young kid. I totally understand it. I totally understand. But my thing is, when I get to a game, I think it's going to be kind of a close one or low scoring. I really don't jump on the ribbies in that kind of situation. I might grab you on the Matos though. J Rock, not out yet, but Seager ribby prop for sure. Well, I mean, again, no props up yet because it's not a official Dylan C sighting here. Still nothing on MLB. It's all right. So it's got plenty of time. The game's at 8 o'clock tonight. They got plenty of time to bring back Lamar Hoyt. Dodger action, first 5 versus the Royale, says Nathan. I mean, Jordan Lyle's 0-14. I should say the Royals are 0-14 and Jordan Lyle starts. Williamson's terrible for Cincinnati. Here we go. Why are you so... I mean, yes, you look at it. Terrible. Guy's got a 5 ERA. Looks really bad, miss. He faced Colorado, and he went 5 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It was a homer. That's it. 6 Ks. That was in Colorado, by the way. 3 runs, 4 runs, 2 runs, 6 runs, 3 runs. So he'll give up some runs, but on the flip side of that, you have to look at how since he's playing. Now, do I want to lay 160, 170 with Cincy? No. It's a run line play. Or if you think it's going to be that bad, you take Colorado. But on that note, Austin Gomber has a 7 ERA. You running a bet Austin Gomber? That's who we're going to take? Okay. Williamson hasn't been great. Gomber, better on the road than at home. He's got a 9 ERA at home. Let's see. Did he face? Has not faced Cleveland. He did face Cincinnati. I'm sorry. I just said Cleveland. I meant Cincinnati. Let's see. He faced Cincinnati on May 17th. 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. That was in Colorado. Last start, 3 runs at Boston, 7 home versus San Diego, 2 on the road versus KC, 6 at home versus the Mets, 3 at home Miami, 5 versus Cincy, 3 at home versus Philly, Mets 2 on the road. I mean, he's pitched much better on the road. 0 versus Cleveland beginning of the year. I mean, so little better on the road. So, I mean, I can't make a play to come in here and be like, "Yay, let's take Gomber." Power Rangers? You like the Rangers today, Nathan? Robert, good morning. Maurice, I got some Red Sox action for you. I'm kind of with you on the Sox now. Rangers and Giants run lines will pay nicely, says Timoni. Groovy. Swinsky Pirates visiting his hometown. He loves hitting. Smiley. Okay. Sawinski, isn't he on the Pirates? I thought he was there. He's on Pittsburgh, isn't he? So I mean, if the game is in Pittsburgh, I thought. I don't know. Or maybe it's in Chicago. Maybe it's backwards. I thought the Cubs were favored on the road. Pirates are home. Groovy, come on. I threw a hundo on a Rockies Reds over 10. Reds could score 7 or 8 by themselves. They could, but they could also score 5. But the good news is that Colorado could score 7. Rob, Reds run line. I love the over 10. Rockies bullpen tax terrible at the same time. That's the thing. The bullpen's been bad, but Gomber, as I just mentioned, better on the road than at home. 9-something ERA at home, 4-something on the road. Little better on the road. Since he's playing well, though, that is the mitigating factor of why I took the run line. Hey, 8 in a row, I'll take a shot here plus money run line. What are we doing taking the Mets? Why are we taking the Mets? Stay away from the Mets. What are we doing taking that team? Scherzer's a 5.25 road ERA. We're going to run and take the Mets? You're crazy. J-Rock, Rangers over 5. Don't matter who the White Sox send out. Oh, wow. All right. Like the confidence. J-Rock. See if any updates from no, we're going to she's calling some new doctor to set up because we went to one on Friday and they say you got to do another thing. I don't know. I don't understand how you send somebody home with like internal bleeding and they just you got to go. I mean, her arm looks it's as black as my shirt from like all the blood they took and everything in her arms from her veins. And like, oh, we got to send you for blood work again. Just in the hospital for a week. Send me for blood work for. I don't know. Because you know what the thing is, Steve, is that she just with the internal bleeding and her blood pressure being so low, her heart rate, like she gets up, she gets dizzy. I don't need her like falling down. She won't come here. So I got to worry about her if she like gets up and falls down and breaks her hip or cracks her head open on the counter, or she's too stubborn and wants to like mop the floor or do something. That's the frustrating part because she gets dizzy, tired. Miss Pittsback, wake up, watch it. Miss, it's going to tomorrow's page in the book, so I could get you. Miss, watch. Pitt Bats, wake up. Miz, a wake up. I need at least 5 runs for a wake up call. All right, that's if they win 3-2, they didn't wake up. I mean, wake up is 5-6 plus runs. I need something good. J-Rock, Goldie Ribby. I'm not loving a Goldie Ribby. Take a Ranger Ribby. Holy cow. Or Kansas City. Rangers over 5. Also got probably am on the side. Plus 814. Good luck on that, J-Rock. I know they're going to wake up. I know what you meant. Corey Jones, my guy. Good morning. Kind of want to lean to San Diego and Astros. I don't hate the San Diego lean just because the Giants just beat the Dodgers. I mean, that's a huge series. And yeah, do I want to bet against a team that's lost 7 in a row? Or that's won 7 in a row like the Giants? No, I don't want to bet against them. That's why I'm just not betting it. But I'm with you on the thought of San Diego. And Astros want nothing to do with the Mets. Astros have dropped 4 straight. Can they lose to Scherzer today? 4-3? Absolutely. No, thank you. And I got the Hunter Brown Bobbles picked up yesterday. Big waves in the house. Nats money line, Royals play today, Rockies money line. Look at big waves. Big waves coming in, choosing violence. Kansas City? Forget about the Rockies. I got Reds run line. I can see the Rockies winning. That one will not shock me one bit. The Royals. Big Wave's our favorite Alabama surfer. Look at that doggy. Look at all those dogs. Love it. Steven, Shul dropped some knowledge about the Sunday Night Baseball team calling for doubleheaders. Give me the dogs. Not only that, I mean, Minnesota, go look at the Minnesota numbers. They're bad. To Moose, my guy. All right, Cubbies today. Your thoughts? I got the Cubbies. I like them. I got my 118 last night. I'm going to look at a line show. Steven says, the Marlins, I'm with you. Where is, no, we had BJ last night came in, tell me I'm totally wrong with the Marlins. And I understand. Bullpen day, they're off a road trip. They're coming home. But Toronto, how are you laying 160? No, thank you. Red Sox, I'm with you on the Sox. The Natties as a dog. I mean, I like it, but I mean the 9.5 just screams me taking under in that game. The Fraudres. The Padres. I keep talking about the Padres. 500 club Padres, actually under 500, and are now 45-24 to the under. And yet people think this team. Look at this. It's Tatis. It's Machado. It's Soto. It's 45-24 to the under. Tommy Tamush looking at the Nats and the Mets over. Again, no thank you to Mets. I said Milwaukee and Arizona's game. I'm definitely not on. And right behind that was the Mets with Scherzer, who's been garbage, and Hunter Brown, who I love, but the Stros, they're in a bad place right now, man. They're not. I'm not looking to bet on them to break out and win. And Scherzer could you come in here and throw 7 shutout innings because the Stros have some offensive woes. Nathan, don't beg me too hard. Spanky's run line tomorrow. Oh, for Garrett Cole on a run line? I mean, I understand, right? It's like 125. If you're going to lose with Cole because it looks so easy, I go run line. I'd rather lose that way. That's the way I look at it. J-Rock, the Sox will swing to a bad spot. Not Twins aren't good. Solar Ribby, Barrios, good. I could do. Oh, yeah, Solar's on. I thought. Did you have Solar or Sal Perez? I mean, I thought we had a Sal Perez, too. Barrios has been really good the last 2 months. See, I'm more of a De La Cruz guy for them. I like Brian De La Cruz. Or maybe like a birdie, like somewhere down in the lineup where you're going to get a plus like 180 somewhere. You know. Robert, lean Boston, but I agree with the chat. Bad spot. It is a bad spot. And it's simple handicap or thought on it. Doubleheader, Yankees, Sunday night, and we're hopping on a plane to head over to Minnesota. But the Twins are bad. They're bad. I gave you the ERAs of their 3 best pitchers. They can't get any wins. Dude has a 2.13 ERA. And he's 4-3 in 10 starts. They can't hit. Pounding the over in the Tigers Royal game, says Big Waves. There you go. I mean, Lyles gives up a couple runs. That's why he's 0-11, I think. Groovy says, J-Rock, be careful. Don't take over Rangers. The 5 if Dylan Cease is the pitcher. I mean, this isn't last year's Dylan Cease, though. I'm just not looking to do that. Tigers, 0-14. Lyles is they are 0-14 in his starts. His record is 0-11. Nathan, no Judge. No, he's out. No Judge. Michael, what do we got here? I'm sorry, I was checking my phone there. Pirates again. Here's the thing, and I say it all the time, Mike. Pirates have lost 7 in a row. Houston's lost 4 in a row. Colorado's lost 5 in a row. Why do you want to run and just bet on team like, this is a good spot for them? Nobody's due to win. Let's talk about the due to wins yesterday. 8 teams were going to get swept. 6 of them did get swept. Nobody's due to win. Can't bet on the Pitt is a 115 dog. Is that real good value for a dog? I mean, the Red Sox, on the other hand, you get the same, but you can get better odds on the Red Sox who've won 4 in a row and playing good baseball, as opposed to a team that's 2-11 their last 13 with 7 straight losses. 2-11, 7 straight losses. Or you can take the Red Sox who've won 4 in a row. Which one should you take? Which one over the course of a 6 month baseball season do you think you'd make a little more money on? I know what you meant, Nathan Judgy Wudgy. Sal Perez over 1.5 bases. When the Yankees going to get Sal Perez? The Cubbies today. We're going to call them the Clubbies today because they're going to beat Pittsburgh. Rob says Rangers run line. I agree they're breaking up the White Sox. They have to break up the White Sox team. It's terrible. Lock it in with the King in the house. Good afternoon. Nick, what do we got? Sorry, John White. Do we like the Nats at plus money? I like the under more than anything. I got the Nats under 9.5. I got the Marlins plus money. I got the Reds run line. I do like the. I mean, do you want to take a shot with the Nats money line? I'm not going to hate it. I'm just not betting that. J Rock, JD Davis, Ribby. That's the thing. Where's Michael B? Is JD Davis in a lineup, or are you just going to, he likes Conforto and the youngster Mateos. I'm a huge White Sox fan. I want to sell at the deadline. The thing with the Centrals, and I'm talking both of them here, they're so mediocre. It's tough to sell your fan base when Cleveland says we're going to trade Bieber. Right? They're like, what are you doing? We're a game out of first, or we could be in first place. He's 30. Cleveland doesn't keep guys. They're as bad as the Marlins. And plus, why are you, as a 500 team, whether you're the White Sox who are 10 games under 500 or Detroit or Minnesota who are 500 in their first, second place, do you think you could beat Tampa Bay or the Orioles or the Yankees or the Astros or the Rangers or even the Angels? Are you beating any of those teams? And if the answer is no, you either stand pat or you say, you know what are we doing here? And a lot of these teams, what are they doing here? The Sox would say it's just a bad year. Well, they just keep having years like this where they can't, guys are injured, and it just steamrolls into madness. Lance Lynn is gone. He'll be the first one dealt. He's absolutely 100% out of there. I will not be shocked if Giolito goes. I will not be shocked if they trade Louis Roberts or Anderson. But you got young guys. You got Sheets. You got Berger. I mean, you got some young guys in there. Eloy, again, can't stay healthy. I mean, I like Kopech. I don't know what they're doing. And the Twins, I think the Twins are in a spot. They trade Gray, Ober. You got to keep John Ryan. He's young. I mean, Bailey Ober might be young too. Correa, Buxton. Like, Buxton's 30-something years old. He's like 30, 31. He's not a young guy anymore. Like, you're not building the team around Brian Buxton. What is that team doing? Where's like Trevor Lawrence or Kuralab, these youngsters supposed to come up? Bill McDonald, right on the Otani base props. He's killing it. Well, I guarantee you're not making money on that today. That's a loser today. Bet my life on it. That's because there's no Angel game today, Bill. Chris Tatum, what do you got? What do you think about the Washington first five? I mean, I don't hate it. I want the under. So as far as I'm concerned, I want this game 0-0 going to the. I don't know if I want 0-0 because then I get the extra innings and all of a sudden I got a phantom guy on second and the game's 5-5 in the 13th and I'm breaking things. Robert, I see Jesse Scholl's pitcher for the White Sox in RotoWire. All right. I mean, that makes sense because the first one I saw was the Rangers minus 200. So I don't know. If he's supposed to pitch, I'd say grab the 125 right now. How much will Otani's next contract be? Oh, half a bill, 500. He could ask for whatever he wants. Somebody will pay it. You don't think the Dodgers will pay it? Dodgers pay it. You don't think the Giants? How about the Cubs? Are the Cubs going to spend any money? They got a little money. I mean, I know Cohen will pay, but does he want to come to the East Coast? Why do you like the Marlins today? I don't know the pitcher. Yeah, bullpen game. That's fine. This is just me fading Toronto. I mean, Toronto's not playing good. How are you laying 160 with Toronto? They blew a 6-run lead yesterday. Is that a team you want to lay 160 with on the road? Someone mentioned they lost 4 straight series. Obviously, they're having problems on the road. I get Toronto. A's got a youngster catcher, Carlos Perez. Well, what about, wasn't like Shea Landengras supposed to be good for them? Steve, Reds to win the division. Take it. It was $8 the other day. How about under Boston, Minnesota? Absolutely 100% yes. Stop jinxing the Reds over. I'm sorry. Listen, I got the Reds run line, so you know I want the Reds to score runs. Corey Jones, Colorado, Cincy under, Stros, Mets over, Red Sox, Twins over. I disagree with every one of these. I'm sorry, Corey. Michael, seriously, people need to stop with the Dame to the Heat. Who are the Heat trading to the Blazers for Dame? I mean, they don't even have draft. I mean, what kind of draft pick you're selling? You're in a championship where you're selling a late first rounder? J Rock, parlay here. Perez over 1.5 bases, Solar Ribby, Reynolds Ribby, JD Davis Ribby. Plus 39.51. See, I mean, you throw it in a Ribby, and I'm like, man, I would just rather just go straight bet. They're all going to be plus monies. To Moose, Mets Houston over. Don't. How can you take the over? How can you do anything in that game? No, thank you. Michael, Suns are going to be a dumpster fire. They have no picks till 2030. They have no money to sign anyone. Beal and Katie will both Smith half the season. Exactly. This is a garbage team. They gave the Nuggets all they could handle. Really? All they could handle in 5-6 games? Still no bench. Still got no bench in Phoenix. I mean, Ayton. He got his lunch eaten by Joker. Groovy. I'll take Sawinski Pirates Ruby props, even if the Pirates are home. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I appreciate it, Nathan. It's I don't know. It's frustrating. Fran Rodriguez. Good afternoon, Fran. Welcome on into the show. The shower is the what is that? Is the blank for old? The shower is the shower for old people? What are you talking about? Oh, is death for old people? They go in there, they fall down. She fell in the shower, broke her hip, never recovered. Yeah. That's what you worry about. So I put down like stuff on the ground. And I got her chair. My dad was alive. I got a chair, could sit in. Who doesn't want a nice little, I got like, I have a nice granite shower, has a bench built in stuff. But like, you're getting old. Sit down. Let the water just rain down on you while you loofah yourself instead of standing up. A lot of money coming in all over on the over St. Louis, Washington. I don't. If it goes to 10, I mean, why? What am I missing on these two lineups? I don't care. I got the under. I'm riding it. It's simple. Like I says, honestly, I just cashed out of my Reds Rockies over. I just got feeling it's a loser. It just seems so easy. You can't do it. Nick says I was 0-15. He is 0-11, and the team is 0-14 in his starts, Nick. I mean, they're bad. Royals are bad. Nathan, going in big on Detroit run line. Oh, boy. Detroit Lenny won't be happy. You're jinxing him. Cincy money line under 10.5 plus 185. That looks fine to me. Reds in the over plus 220 took 185. You know what? You do both and you guarantee yourself a winner. As long as the Reds win. Why not do both? Guarantee yourself a profit. Either plus 85 or plus 120. Banana Markel on Twinnies run line. Loser. Leaning Diamondbacks first 5. I can't get involved in that game. Randy, when's the last time Rocky signed a top free agent pitcher? Mike Hampton? The hamster going there for the schools. Get about $140 million. I'll leave the Mets. Good schools in Colorado. Steven, Twins at the base load the top 7 in Gallon, Bucks, and Bucks struck out. Twins have terrible art. Yeah. And again, they've been bad. Are they just going to get good all of a sudden? They're just going to start getting good now. Lane, I'm late but hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Michael says, Rocky's money line today. He's dogging up. In Pittsburgh, I get 7 straight losses. That's definitely not happening. Kansas City. Why are people trying to catch a falling knife? I don't get it. Exactly. Why today? Why the Rockies pick case? Exactly. I think to catch a fall. Seriously. Dylan Cease, are people really going to bet the White Sox? I mean, Lance dealt 7+ innings Sunday, 16 Ks, 2 runs, still lost. He gave up 1 run. I think he gave up 1 run. The bullpen gave up the other. Or did he give up 2? Yeah, he did give up 2. Bullpen gave up 3. Terrible. Nats under 9.5 is a good play. I think it is. Jays are so up and down. Exactly. Jays, Mets, Yanks, Stros, Pirates, Casey. I mean, definitely the Pirates. They've lost 7 in a row. Stros have dropped 4 straight. You want to jump on that? Kansas City, 2-15. They're on a 2-15 run, by the way. But yeah, they're due to win today. And the Mets. Nathan says 0-16 for Lyles. Big Red in the house. Mets. More thinking the mess. Mets and Stros over. If Houston could hit a little, I'd think so. Because Scherzer's been bad. We talked about. I mean, he's got bad road ERA. He gives up some runs. I'm just not buying the Houston lineup right now. I just watched our minor league team get the miles to 11-2 yesterday. Like I says, JD Davis playing. He'll be DH. My issue with betting JD is his hurt leg, so he's not running well. Not sure he's 100%. Take Matos Conforto at $2 each. He'd rather have Jack Estrada or Wade instead of JD Davis. Katie Beal and D-Book 40 minutes a game in the playoffs. Yeah, that's fine. How'd that work? How did that work out last time for them? But Beal playing 40. When's the last time Beal played 48 minutes? I was watching a baseball betting show and they said slam the over in a Nats game because Cards beat the Mets and Washington bullpen's trash. Also said take the Cards over team total. I feel good about my bets. I feel good about my under now. I like it. Thank you, Steve. Make me feel better now. Rangers plus 14. I think it's worth a shot because they're definitely going to be in on a pitcher. Whether it is Corbin Burns, Justin Bieber, Lance Lynn, Giolito. Maybe they pull Cease away. I don't know who. They will definitely get a pitch. They lost DeGrom. They're in for $1 billion between DeGrom, Perez, Gray, Haney, Odorizzi, Simeon, Seager. I will not be shocked. Again, one of those stud pitchers, and probably they'll go after a bat too. I'm not going to be shocked for an outfielder for them to go after somebody else. Get some more hitters in the lineup. All right. Go watch Bet Win Repeat. I am out of here. I can't do this for 2 hours. I'll be back tonight, though. Probably a long show. Again, getting a lot of new viewers. I appreciate everybody watching. Happy